A prominent trend in many regions of the globe today is the spread of secularism and atheism. Secularism, the idea that religion and state should be kept apart, and atheism, the rejection of belief in gods or other supernatural beings, have become popular movements in many nations. In this video, we will delve into the top 10 countries with the highest levels of atheism and secularism. We'll look at the political, social, and cultural aspects of these countries' secular administration, as well as the reasons why atheism is so common there. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Number 1. China. China is often mentioned as having one of the world's largest numbers of atheists. This tendency may be attributed to several factors. Influence from history and politics. China's religious beliefs have been greatly influenced by communism and the activities of the Chinese Communist Party, CCP. As part of its Marxist-Leninist philosophy, the CCP has advocated atheism since the People's Republic of China was founded in 1949. Religious institutions were under governmental supervision and religious activities were strictly prohibited. Science and education. Science and education are highly valued in China, often to the detriment of conventional religious beliefs. Atheistic viewpoints have become more prevalent and religious allegiance has decreased as a result of the advancement of science and reason. Modernization and urbanization. The loss of religious rituals has also been attributed to rapid modernity and urbanization. Compared to rural regions, traditional religious beliefs are less influential in urban areas since individuals there are more exposed to a variety of ideas and lifestyles. Number 2. Sweden. Sweden is renowned for having low levels of religious belief and high levels of secularism. Important elements consist of secular values and social welfare. The extensive social welfare system in Sweden offers a robust safety net for its people, which lessens the need for religious organizations to play social support functions. A more secular culture where religion belief is seen as a personal issue has resulted from this. Knowledge and enlightened principles, critical thinking, scientific inquiry, and enlightenment values, all of which support secularism, are prioritized in Sweden's educational system. A culture of skepticism towards religious orthodoxy has been fostered in Swedish society as a result of the Enlightenment's historical influence. Separation of church and state. Secular ideals have been further strengthened in Sweden by the official separation of religion and state, which was established in 2000. There is now more secular public space since the religion of Sweden, which was the state religion, no longer has a favored role. Number 3. Japan. Atheism and secularism are quite prevalent in Japan because to its distinct cultural and historical background. Important elements consist of Buddhism and Shinto. Although Buddhism and Shinto are the two most common religious systems in Japan, many people practice them more as cultural customs than as statements of their own beliefs. While without necessarily adhering to strict theistic views, many Japanese people engage in religious holidays and ceremonies. Sciences and education's influence. Japan's secular viewpoint has been influenced by its emphasis on research and technology. The educational system promotes critical thinking and scientific investigation, which might result in a more secular viewpoint. Social organization and cultural standards. In Japanese culture, social order, harmony, and the well-being of the group are highly valued. These cultural standards, when combined with a practical attitude on life, can lead to a more secular perspective in which religion is marginalized. Number 4. Czech Republic. One of the most secular nations in Europe is the Czech Republic, where a sizable section of the population identifies as non-religious or atheist. Important elements consist of context of history. A decrease in religious belief has been attributed to the historical experiences of the Czech Republic, especially the effects of communism and the Habsburg Empire. There is still a strong anti-clerical mentality in the society that developed during the communist period. Rationalism and education. The secular mindset of Czech residents may be attributed to the emphasis on rationality and scientific ideas in the country's educational system. Traditional religious beliefs are being questioned as a result of the encouragement of critical thinking abilities. Social and cultural attitudes. Individualism and personal freedom, particularly freedom of religion, are highly valued in Czech culture. A secular and often atheistic worldview that views religion as a matter of personal choice as opposed to a social need is supported by this cultural mindset. Number 5. Estonia. With a sizable atheist population, Estonia is often regarded as one of the world's least religious nations. Important elements consist of Soviet heritage. Estonia has been permanently impacted by the history of Soviet domination, which encouraged official atheism and repressed religious traditions. Secularism has increased and religious identification has decreased as a result of this historical backdrop. Education and modernization. Estonia has promoted a secular mindset via its fast development and focus on education. The educational system encourages critical thinking and scientific investigation, which might cause people to reevaluate their religious convictions. Cultural recognition. Rather than being primarily religious, Estonian cultural identity is strongly linked to language, history, and patriotism. This secular cultural identity upholds a culture in which non-religious viewpoints and atheism are prevalent. Number 6. Norway. Norway has a sizable atheist and secular population in addition to being renowned for its progressive principles and good standard of living. Important elements consist of secular values and social welfare. A more secular culture results from Norway's extensive social assistance system, which lessens the need for religious organizations to provide social support. Secular ideals are in line with a significant focus on social justice and equality. Influence of education and enlightenment. Enlightenment principles, scientific inquiry, and critical thinking are all encouraged in the Norwegian educational system. These pedagogical tenets cultivate a secular perspective and promote challenging conventional religious ideas. Separation of church and state. Secular ideals have been strengthened since the Church of Norway formally separated from the state in 2012. A more secular society has resulted from the church's lessened influence in public affairs due to this split. Number 7. Netherlands. The Netherlands is renowned for its high levels of secularism and progressive social policies. Important elements consist of context of history. A secular perspective has been influenced by the Enlightenment and religious plurality that the Netherlands experienced. A culture of secularism has been cultivated by the historical separation of church and state, as well as the focus on religious tolerance. Social values and education. Secular principles, scientific inquiry, and critical thinking are all encouraged in the Dutch educational system. A secular worldview is consistent with the focus on social tolerance and individual freedom. Social policies that are progressive. The Netherlands is renowned for its progressive social policies, which include decriminalizing drugs, euthanasia, and legalizing same-sex unions. These laws show a secular perspective on liberty and government. Number 8. United Kingdom. Atheism and secularism have been more popular in the UK in recent years. Important elements consist of traditional religions decline. Secularism has been on the increase in part due to the demise of traditional religious organizations, especially the Church of England. There is a decline in church attendance and religious denomination identification. Sciences and education's influence. The UK prioritizes education and science, encouraging secular ideals and critical thinking. A decrease in religious belief has been linked to an increase in higher education levels. Number 9. France. One of the main tenets of the French Republic, laicity or secularism, is something that France is well known for its steadfast devotion to. Important elements consist of context of history. The advent of laicity during the French Revolution had a long-lasting effect on French society. The French Constitution upholds the principle of the separation of religion and state, hence fostering a secular public realm. Rationalism and education. Rationalism, scientific investigation, and secular principles are prioritized in the French educational system. These ideas support a secular perspective and are ingrained in French society. Number 10. South Korea. Secularism and atheism have significantly increased in South Korea, especially among younger people. Important elements consist of modernization and urbanization happening quickly. The rapid urbanization and industrialization of South Korea has led to a decrease in traditional religious customs. Urban regions often have a wider range of lifestyles and religious views and are more secular. Science and education. The study of science, technology, and critical thinking is highly valued in the South Korean educational system. The population's secular attitude has been influenced by this emphasis on reason and science. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Comment below with your thoughts and let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.